Coming up in a few seconds here, a small report from northern New Mexico during my truck bed camping trip early August 2019. Hope you like it. Before I start my incessant yammering, I'm going to give you a quick tour of the surroundings here in my campsite. Hope you like it. Today I'm in northern New Mexico. I'm doing some primitive camping. That means I don't have any hookups. The fact that I don't have a travel trailer at this time makes that pretty easy. I'm just basically surviving, filtering water, eating canned foods, dried foods, and we do have a cooler. It's good for 4 days worth of keeping the perishables in good shape. So. Again, I'm in northern New Mexico, been here for a while, plan to be here for another 4 days. The flies and the mosquitoes are chewing me quite a bit. And then after this, I'm headed to Colorado for about a week. That should be fun. I've camped in Colorado in the Rocky Mountain National Forest in that area. And it was very, very nice. Very pleasant. So I wanted to report to you about this camping trip and how it's going. Again, I'm doing some truck bed camping and some tent camping. Let me tell you some of the problems we had first of all, okay? When we found this spot here, we finally parked the vehicle, and there we are parked, and then we decided, hey, let's stay here for a while, and we pulled out some of our containers because we have the whole back of our truck filled with containers. And typically when we go camping, to be wary of bears and such, we put all our food, we move the food from the truck bed to the front of the vehicle, okay? We move it to the front of the vehicle where we usually sit. So we have our big cooler, little cooler, odds and ends, anything that smells, that a bear goes, that smells tasty, we put there. Anything like tools, dishes that are hopefully clean, anything that doesn't smell, we put it in a tent. We have a little tent that I bought at Academy, and we put the stuff inside the tent. So once we started that process, first of all, we laid out a tarp and we put out our tent. It started to rain. It started a thunderstorm. That's a lot of fun. I got soaking wet putting up that tent. My wife and I got soaking wet, and then we proceeded to put stuff in that tent, moving stuff from out of the back of the truck into that tent, and some items we just left in the rain for a while because we just wanted to get away out of the rain. So we went in the truck, locked that up, and waited for the rain to stop about 2-3 hours later. After it stopped raining, then we proceeded to put food items in the front of the vehicle, in the cab area, and non-food related items in the tent. And that was it. And we didn't eat much that night, so it was pretty simple, very basic. I ate some, I found some items that didn't require cooking, like trail mix, some fruit, and that worked out. The next morning, it was very sunny, but a little cool in the morning, and then that's when we proceeded to make breakfast, eggs, sausage, with vegetables and biscuits and stuff like that. Very pleasant, okay? Of course, coffee. First thing was coffee. I made coffee. The first thing I made was coffee so I can get my wife out of bed. I go, here's some coffee. She goes, took her a while to get going. And then she's definitely motivated by coffee like a lot of people. So I'm right now moved my chair by a river, and you can hear the river in the background. Hopefully it's not too loud. And so that's what we're doing. We're doing some tent truck bed camping. Last night it was got down to the low 40s, pretty chilly. Tonight I'm going to put on the cap, maybe put this on to keep myself warm at night because we don't have any insulation in a truck bed. Of course, my wife, this is my sad story, okay? So you heard this 1,000 times if you've been on this YouTube channel. My wife promised me this summer I'd get a travel trailer. And I've pretty much figured out that I like about 5, 6. Some of you out there say I should get a casita. Some of you said I should get something, you know, really big and gigantic. You know, I'm somewhere in the middle. You know, I figure if I don't load it up with a bunch of water and a bunch of stuff, I can keep it under 6,000 pounds going down the road. And as long as it's under 26 feet, it should be no problem to tow with my Chevy Colorado with a V6 with a 7,000 pound towing capacity. Okay? So I've been waiting for that. Of course, I've been hinting to my wife, I say, you know, instead of putting all our food in the front of our seat, and we could have it in a refrigerator and we just wake up and there's a refrigerator and just grab it. If you want a beverage, just go to the refrigerator. If you want to cook something you know, on the stove, just start cooking it right there in the stove, because what do you have in a travel trailer? You have a stove, you have a refrigerator, you have a shower, you have a bathroom, you have storage galore typically, unless you're in a casita. The one thing I don't like about a casita, you don't have that much storage. It's super streamlined, super lightweight. I like it. Maybe I'll get a casita, but there's about a 80% chance I won't get a casita. I'll get something significantly bigger, maybe about 41 to 5,200 pounds dry, okay? That I can load up to about 6,000 pounds as I'm going down the road and call it good, okay? Or under 6,000 pounds while I'm driving down the road and call it good, okay? So, you know, those are the benefits of a travel trailer. I know it, but my wife likes to put everything, all our money in the bank. We just gotta check in. We overpaid the IRS by 3,000 bucks. She put that in the bank, of course. We got a check from one of my clients for 7,000 bucks. Where'd she put that? In the bank. I just sold something for 800 bucks. You know, I got rid of something. Where'd that money go? That went into the bank. I keep on telling you, let's spend some of this money. Let's get your husband, your aged, ugly old husband, a travel trailer. He's been wanting one for a while, ever since he sold his Class B back in 2003. He wants a travel trailer. Why don't you get it for him? Why don't we get it? It's coming from my money. Why not? But, you know, she's rather stubborn. She has a little sticker, a little plaque in our house. And of course, her heritage is German, okay, on both sides of the family. She says, you can tell a German, but you can't tell them much. And that's amazingly true with my wife, okay? I love her very much. She's a hell of a lot of fun on this camping trip. It's a hell of a lot more fun with her than without her, okay? So from northern New Mexico, camping in the wilderness with a nice little river behind us. Looking forward to doing some hiking. Look forward to a late lunch and a nice campfire this evening. And then in about 4 or 5 days going to Colorado and doing some camping, some primitive boondocking down there, okay? No hookups, no water, no electricity, no dumps, no nothing. Just me and my wife. Every time we have some garbage, we put it in a bag, and we got a bag already pretty much half full, this 30-gallon bag. We got a lot of stuff in there, paper plates, food items, you know, cans and stuff like that. That we're gonna dump, you know, probably when we leave, okay? Last time around we were here in late May and around Memorial Day, and the soil was dry. It never rained. I mean, it never rained while we're here. Maybe that was unusual for that month, but it's been raining every night here and every day. You know, we created a little campfire, and then the rain would come and stuff like that. So to be very concise, I'm going to be very concise in this video, by the way. It's been very cool during the nights in the 40s, warmish during the days in the 70s and the 80s, but very pleasant. The air is extremely fresh, of course, and I have no complaints. I could be in Texas, in sweltering Texas, at 100+ degrees with a lot of humidity. So I'm back here. My wife's still sleeping in the back of our truck, and we're just waiting for it to get a little bit warmer, and then we're going to make breakfast probably, and then maybe go for a drive or something, just to get out of the campground. Quite a few chipmunks, and I left some cardboard out, and they started eating all the cardboard. Hopefully not eating parts of my engine, and I can start the truck this morning. That would be a drag, huh? I've heard so many war stories from RVers that their engine wiring got chewed up by some of the beasts out here, the little small ones, the little tiny ones. So hopefully it doesn't rain too much out here today. We're going to be here at this location for another 3 more days, and then we're headed to Colorado, and that should be a lot of fun. Or we're going to head down south. I'm sort of motivated to go a little bit further south, where there's less rain. You know, the southern New Mexico, and check that out, because less rain is better for me. I like to get out and do some hiking. I don't want to get soaked just go there, here, there, everywhere, and I'm getting wet. It's a miracle I don't have a cold right now. Let's just say that. So I'm very excited. The weather's been interesting. I didn't expect it to rain this much. I didn't expect it to rain this much. Okay? That's the big surprise up here in the mountains of northern New Mexico. I didn't expect it to rain this much. So from northern New Mexico, this has been Jesús, Manuel, Mena, Garza. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and ring the little bell here. This is my latest report of my truck bed camping trip out here in the wilderness of New Mexico. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Again, gracias, adios, bye-bye.